Hi guys, welcome back to Sunday League's Champions League. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have a Carabao Cup third round tie against Sheffield United. And we're also going to go through a few more transfers that we managed to get through before deadline day struck. And I think we've certainly managed to improve the side, and it was certainly needed. Obviously, in the previous episode, we got off to a reasonable start, drawing against one of the promotion favourites, Rotherham. But as you can see by the league table, just on the left here, Charlton Athletic are sat 15th place. We've not had the best of starts, 5 points only in our opening 5 games. But being in the third round of the Cup, it's not like we've not been winning games either. It's been a bit of a strange one. And we have been tweaking one or two tactical bits and pieces as well. But obviously, with the number of new faces that are coming in, we are struggling just to get the team to gel at the moment. But hopefully, in time, that will come good for us. So after that 1-1 draw against Rotherham, we managed to win 4-0 against Mansfield in the first round of the Carabao Cup. Big confidence booster for us, and I was hoping we could take that into the next game, which we didn't. It was a 1-0 defeat at the hands of Crawley. They were very much the better side. Unfortunately, we just couldn't do an awful lot. We had a similar number of shots on target, but they had twice as many chances than we did. And in the end, we deserved to be beaten. A 1-1 draw at home against Oxford. We had one shot on target, which was the penalty. And yeah, again, we just seem to be lacking a little bit, but we have eventually managed to get goals coming through. A 4-3 defeat at the hands of Lincoln. We went to a gegenpress style for that one, which was a preset one. And while it helped us going forward, defensively we were poor. So I've reverted back to a similar style that we were at Taunton, and it seems to have brought a little bit of decent form for us. We won 3-1 at home against Crawley in the second round of the Carabao Cup, and then we also won 2-1 at home against MK Dons in the league to get our first league win of the season, just push us up the table a little bit. Sheffield United are sat in mid-table in the Championship. It's going to be a very tough game for us, this one, but hopefully we will at least give good account of ourselves. I can't see us beating them. They've got far too much quality. The likes of Cameron Archer plays for them up front. He's joint top scorer in the Championship at the moment, despite the fact that they're mid-table. So it is going to be a tough run for us. And like I say, after the start we've had, I think, to be honest, it'll probably do us a favour if we get knocked out of the Carabao Cup here, because then we can focus in on league performances. So in terms of transfers, it has been incredibly busy. Overall, we've had £4.2 million spent, but we've also received the same amount. So we're working on a level playing field in regards to transfers so far. So since you were last with us, Agunay, I think, was the last signing we made. We've actually managed to bring in another 5 players. Alex Mighton came in from St Mirren. He's a winger, can also play up front. He's pretty quick as well, decent finisher, good determination and flair as well. Quite an exciting winger. He's kept at under 23 level for the USA. And he was previously of Nottingham Forest, and he's played regularly in the Championship. He's been out on loan to a number of clubs, and he did well at St Mirren last season as well. So I think we've done well to bring him in, but he's going to have to hit the ground running. So at £1.4 million, he's the most expensive signing we've made, and he's certainly got a lot to live up to. I can't remember. I think we had signed a Sula up front, hadn't we, in the last episode? Um, Matthew Anderson, we brought him from Celtic. £250,000 was all we paid for him. He's a really good left back, can also play at right back as well. And I'm just really happy with him, to be quite honest. I think he'll come in and really give competition to Ogieng at left back. And good marking ability, good tackling ability as well, good crossing ability, decent amount of pace, good determined character, and a good work rate. He's exactly the kind of player we need at this football club. Uh, Nathan Germer has come in from Reggiana. He's a Swiss player. He hasn't made any kind of international appearances. Brought him in for £500,000. He's going to be a playmaker for us. Again, really good physical attributes. Pretty solid across the board at 6'3" as well. Probably one of the best players that we've got. 3.5 star of current ability for him. And he can still improve as well. So I'm really happy to have brought him in to really bolster that central midfield. We've had a number of issues in goal, so we brought in Brian Marr, and again, it's a signing from St Mirren. £550,000 were paid for him. They got relegated, so he wanted to make his move. And again, I think he's going to be a pretty long-term goalkeeper for us. He's 25 years of age, decent amount of experience for St Mirren as well. Played 17 games in the Scottish Premier League, only conceded 21 goals. So, and before that, he was in the Irish Premier League. So he's now made his way over to England, and I hope that he will solve a few issues that we've had in goal because Adagoke wants to leave the club as well, and as such, his performances haven't been really up to par. And last but not least, Freddie Potts. Now, he was offered to us with a couple of hours left on deadline day. We needed that extra body in central midfield. He's a decent player, to be honest, and he's come through the youth academy at West Ham. He's played at this level pretty consistently at Wycombe and Port Vale, making a total of, 60, 70 appearances. He's only scored the one goal, but he's got 9 assists there, and he had a good loan spell at VVV Venlo as well, with 40 appearances and 8 assists there. So we brought him in on a free transfer, and he'll give us an extra body in that midfield, to be honest. He can play defensive midfield or in the centre. 2.5 star of current ability with that extra potential. His passing's not great, but he's got good technique, good first touch as well, fairly good work rate, and determination is letting him down a bit. But I think if things don't work out for him, I mean, we'll sell him on at a profit by quite a margin as well. But natural fitness of 20 as well, I think he could be that engine that we need in certain games. And obviously, with all these players coming in, we did have outgoings as well. Henry Ryler went to Luton for £800,000. He was a good player for us, really, but in the end, I decided just to let him go. And in the end, yeah, he's worth a lot more at Luton, but he wasn't really going to play for us, I don't think. Ralphie Ham went to Tranmere for £30,000. Tyrese Campbell, who was starting winger for us on that left-hand side, and he also played in central midfield for a couple of games as well. He went to Motherwell for £275,000. Ashley Maynard Brewer went to Chelsea for £300,000. He's just going to be a reserve goalkeeper there. £41,000 a week he's earning at Chelsea. Certainly be stupid to have rejected that move, wouldn't he? But again, £300,000 in the bank. And Loris Emini went to Sheffield Wednesday for £200,000. He was a youngster that we had at the club, cost of an international. I don't think he'll make it, but at the same time, he may do. It could be one that we do regret, but we've made the decision now, and he's gone, like I say, for 200,000. And in terms of released players as well, obviously there was a number of players that were released anyway, but Scott Fraser, he was pushing and pushing for a move. No one was interested in him, as is highlighted by the fact that he's still a free agent 2 weeks after we released him. And players were getting on my back, the fact that we weren't letting him go anywhere, but it was the fact that we didn't have any interest, so there wasn't a lot we could do. So in the end, we've terminated his contract, which is a shame, really, because he's a good enough player for us, and he scored a couple of very important goals in the opening few matches, but he just was absolutely hell bent on leaving. And we released a few youth players as well, but other than that, that was pretty much that. And to be quite honest, the squad, it's not the biggest, but at the same time, with those extra signings, etc., that we brought in, we've got a squad of 25 players, which is pretty average. Furlong and Anderson are now the two left backs. We've brought in two new right backs in the end, but it's the midfield that we've completely rejigged. And with Asula coming in up front, he has had a decent start, 3 goals in 7 matches. But Aidan Linus, who came through the club's youth academy, we've moved him into the senior team for the start of the season, and he's been largely playing out wide. But he is our top scorer at the minute. 4 goals he's managed to get, and he's developing very, very quickly. And I'm quite excited about how things will go with him. So going into this game, obviously, like I say, we were a little bit hit and miss with certain bits and pieces, but we're still getting the squad used to one another. The whole starting 11 is new players apart from Karoy Anderson in central midfield. So we've got to give them time to get to gel a little bit. We've had a couple of good wins in the cup, and hopefully we can push on a little bit and do the same again here. But it's more hope than judgment, I think, this one. And if we can get a good result in this game, then fantastic. If not, I'm not going to feel too hard done by, to be honest. Asula, who we've got up front, played for Sheffield United. That's where we signed him from. So he might have something to prove today. But I highly doubt we'll get the result that we are looking for. As Stevanovic manages to clear there, Cannon picks it up here for Sheffield United. Plays it inside to Norrington Davis. Now Vinicius Souza into Yaquin. And now Gelhardt. Back into Norrington Davis. Asula doing well to win possession and finding Tanner. Now Dickey. Into Fiorini. Into Germa. That's a nice pass into Anderson at left back. Stevanovic. Good opportunity potentially knocking here. Stevanovic cutting inside. Well, it's a good tackle by Cannon. But it's come here for Germa. And the shot is a little bit poor and it's easy for Odysseas. And positive start, though, it has to be said. The fact that we've had a shot on target here, Sheffield United, we're keeping toe-to-toe with them, which is good to see. Here's Rob Dickey. Out wide to Tanner. Moving down the right-hand side still. Lays it back to Karoy Anderson. Into the penalty area. Whiten's brought down. No penalty given. And an opportunity maybe knocking for Sheffield United at the other end. Here's Gelhardt. Into Vinicius Jr. Now Baptiste. Into Phillips. And in the end, nothing comes of it. But positive signs here. I think we built a pretty good squad overall. And we built a younger squad as well. And I think that might, yes, they had championship experience in the players that they had previously. But because of the age of the players, they didn't necessarily have the energy capacity to deal with the championship. And I think with the team we put together, an element of experience as well as youth. I'm really happy with the balance of the team now. It's just going to be a case of the players getting used to how each other play. And hopefully we can create something pretty special here at Charlton. Gurmit into Anderson. Looking to move it down this left-hand side into Stevanovic. It's a nice pass, and Asula got there and finished well, but he is offside, unfortunately. But again, really positive signs. We're looking pretty decent here at the moment. Sheffield United have just about had a shot on target here right at the end of the first half. Overall, they've been the better side. They've had more possession and more attempts at goal, but we have had the better of the chances by the looks of things. So we got into the second half pretty happy, to be quite honest. The first half was reasonably solid performance. Obviously, Charlton were a championship side last year, and I have got to remember that. But at the same time, they got relegated for a reason. And we have completely rejigged this side. So it is going to be a case of seeing what happens going forward. We're going to bring Enslin on for Stevanovic. Unfortunately, he has picked up an injury, which could be a little bit of a blow as we go into the last half an hour. And again, so far so good. I think we can be very happy with the progress we've made in this match. And so far, we're keeping it pretty tight. Sheffield United have had more attempts, as I said. Same amount of shots on target, though, for both sides. Only the 2 each. Brewster here with a free kick in a dangerous position, though, for Sheffield United. Opportunity knocking for the Blades. It's swung in and it's off the woodwork. And it's come back down for Davis, who's on the yellow card. Mighton with a brilliant challenge. And he finds Asula. And we've got an opportunity on the break here if Asula can lay it forward. Instead, he's carried on. He's not got the support. It's just about arriving now. He's had to play it back to Anderson, unfortunately. But that was a pretty dangerous looking counter-attack. But we just didn't get the support there quick enough. As we go into added time. And what's happened here? We've got another injury. George Tanner, the right back, has picked up an injury now. That is a blow. We are struggling a little bit here in midfield as well. I think Freddie Potts can come on for his debut. We're going to take Fiorini off for him. And We'll bring top scorer Linus on for Alex Mighton as well. And I think, to be fair, you know what? We'll be brave. We'll get Josh Blakesley on for Gurma as well, I think. Blakesley's only 15, by the way. he he's got a lot of potential. We're giving him an opportunity, and he may take a penalty today as well, which would be, I mean, it's a big, big ask, but we'll see how we get on. And we'll see how we get on. Let's have a gander at this penalty shootout. Anderson will take the first penalty for us, the left back. Looks to strike it well here, and it's a good effort by the goalkeeper, but Anderson converts well. Silas, who's taken a knock here for Sheffield United against Ma. And Ma makes a very good save here. I mean, it's only his second game, Ma as well, so he's got a good opportunity. Freddie Potts only came on for the last few minutes. Fresh legs, scores the penalty into the bottom corner. Odysseas, I think, just took a step the wrong way there, and it proved vital. Brewster against Ma. Another brilliant piece of goalkeeping from Brian Ma, and Caroy Anderson here with the chance for 3-0. It's a really good penalty down the middle, and if Ma can make another save here, we'll be going through with a clean sweep of penalties, which is something I've very rarely seen. Vinicius Souza stepping up for Sheffield United. We're in a very strong position here anyway. But it's Vinicius Souza. And Ma took a step a little too early that time. And it is 3-1. We're still in a very strong position. Asula against his former club stepping up. This could be the decisive penalty here. Big opportunity against Odysseas. William Asula with the strike, and it's saved again by the goalkeeper. That was a vital, vital penalty. Can Ma be the hero? If not, it could come down to our youngster Blakesley. He's taking the last penalty. Daniel Jebison, the striker, with an opportunity to keep them in it. And Ma went the right way but couldn't keep it out. And the pressure is now on the 15-year-old here to get us through. Oh, it's changed the order. It's changed the order. It's Linus, the youngster who's come through the other youngster that's come through the youth academy. It's going to be Linus to take the penalty here. Opportunity, get in there, straight down the middle. And the youngster Linus is the hero in the end. We made hard work of it on penalties in the end with Asula missing. But we've got through it in the end. A couple of injuries that we have to take stock of, though, which is unfortunate. But that is a really good result for us. And we could be very proud of that performance, to be fair. Against championship opposition, I mean, you look at the teams that are left in it. I mean, Tranmere would be a great little tie for us to keep progressing. So would MK Dons, to be honest. But that is a big, big result for us. Tanner is out for 3 weeks with knee ligament injury, and Stevanovic is out for 2 to 5 weeks. Well, it says 2 to 3 weeks for physio there for a pulled calf muscle. So it is unfortunate for both of those, but we have to move forward. Henry Molyneux is leaving the club. He's our third choice goalkeeper. He is going to Dundalk. And in terms of the schedule, the next round of the Carabao Cup is quite a way away, to be fair. And the FA Cup first round we're actually in as well. So there's a lot to look forward to in terms of the Cups, that is for sure. We'll probably get through a number of games anyway. We'll come back, I'd say, at the start of October. That is a hugely busy month there, isn't it? With Carabao Cup and FA Cup potentially after that. But we'll get some games under our belt. Reading and Walsall, both away from home. That is a Bristol St Motors trophy match against Walsall as well. So, again, we've shown some positivity. And to get a penalty win against championship opposition, I'm pretty pleased. We just need to get a little bit of consistency in our league performances now, and hopefully we can push on and see where we go from here. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It's all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.